Hello Internet, it is I, Austin the Cat, and welcome to Someone Stole My Lunch. Now come along with me on a little journey real quick. I want you to imagine this, okay? Come along with me into the hypothetical mindscape, alright? So imagine this. You work a job. A shit job, okay? Maybe you deal with customers, you're in retail. Or maybe you work at an office and have to sit on your ass for several hours a day staring at a screen doing the most mind-numbing task imaginable. Whatever the case may be, your job sucks and it makes you want to die. And the only highlight of the day is that small bit of time that you have to yourself, middle of your shift, where you get to go into the break room, open up the fridge, and consume the delicious, nutritious lunch you have packed for yourself. Maybe you got a sandwich. Maybe you got Dino Nugget. However, one day you open the fridge and find that your precious nuggets are no longer there. Someone has stolen your lunch, and you need to find the fucker who did this. What are you gonna do once you find them? I don't know, but we're gonna find out together by playing this game. First, I am actually gonna eat lunch, though. I need to do that first.
Nom nom nom.
Alright, so this game shouldn't take too long to complete. The itch.io page said it was like 10 to 15 minutes, which is good because I don't really have that much free time. I actually work in retail, and I do get a lunch break. I, however, don't know what to do if someone were to steal my lunch, but I'm going to learn. We are all going to learn something today. A door opens with a jingle as I walk in. This must be Manamit. Sorry, I don't have a functioning brain. Bear with me for a moment as I try to pronounce words like a human being. This must be management's doing again. They said it's to improve morale when we're too busy to head outside. But what type of cafe only has one coffee machine? They didn't even provide us with coffee filters. Those cheap bastards! I'm tempted to tip over the nearby trash can, but decide against it. That's probably a good call. The janitors are on the same sinking boat as us. My only saving grace is lunchtime, precious lunchtime. The 1 hour I get to myself where I can just relax, unwind from having to deal with so many goddamn customers, and eat some nuggets. And today is special. Any other day, I would have gone out to the big city and treated myself. I would have. I'm gonna give myself. I'm gonna pause for a moment. I need to learn how to pronounce words. Sorry. Any other day, I would have gone out into the big city and treated myself at the local bistro. However, a new project sprung up, and I've been forced to stay inside during lunch. My weary coworkers have to live this type of life, suffering from malnutrition to gastritis. But why should I suffer alongside them? What awaits me behind these fridge doors is my masterpiece, my katsudan. The night before, I flattened the plumpest pork loin, breaded it in the crispiest panko, whatever it's pronounced, and deep fried it in the finest oils and spices from my pantry. Double fried to perfection, then smothered in beaten eggs, sweet onions, and homemade tonkatsu sauce. All atop a steaming bowl of fluffy rice. Saliva dribbles down as I imagine my fork piercing through the skin to reveal its soft, white meat inside. It's unfortunate I couldn't eat it fresh off the stove, but at least the microwave here is more competent than the company's infrastructure. With a happy I walk over to open the fridge. The shelves are emptier this time, so I easily spot my bowl. Despite the bowl's innocent pink coloring, it's from a prestigious lunchbox brand. My food deserves the best, of course. I pick up my cute bowl, but I notice something off. Sauce stains on the sides of the bowl's lip. Did I spill it on my way to work? Now that I think about it, it's much lighter than it was this morning. With trepidation, I unclip the lid. It's gone. My thick cut of fried pork. My egg slurry of tashis and soft onions. My fluffy steamed rice. All gone. Some sick bastard has plundered my treasure. Only a light brown puddle and some rice grains remain. Is this the work of a thief? Wait, no. I should be doubting my co-workers. Surely this has to be a trick. Perhaps someone from management has come down and eaten my lunch to spread seeds of mistrust among the co-workers. Maybe someone took my lunch by mistake. But this morning, I only saw clear Tupperware containers. How could anyone mistake my lunch for theirs? Did someone steal my lunch? My stomach gurgles painfully. It tells me that my decision to skip breakfast was a foolish one. And my phone alarm goes off. My 15-minute break is about to end. You only get 15 minutes to eat your lunch? That feels like a workers' rights violation. Like, it should be half an hour minimum, and even then, that's not too much time. I feel fairly lucky. I get a full hour lunch. But then again, I also work 8 hours a day, full 40 hours a week. And it is absolutely destroying my mental health and crushing my soul into teeny tiny little bits. What should I do about this thief? I only have 15 minutes to figure this shit out. We gotta crack this case. Should I just give up? Quit my job? Report to HR. Give up, quit. Should I just give up? Move on with my life. Just accept that my masterpiece of a meal, my magnum opus, has been taken from me. Should I just quit my job? After all, the job is shit. It's a bad job and I hate it anyways. Maybe this is just the opportunity I've been waiting for. This is the straw that has broken the camel's back. Or perhaps I should report it to HR and see that this thief be brought to proper justice. I can't let this horrible atrocity go unpunished. I'm reporting this to HR. The most rational decision is to report it to Human Resources. I take out my phone and speed dial HR. I constantly have to call them. It's important to have your most important contacts ready when you need them. Hello, this is Kale of Human Resources. How may I help you? Hi, Kale. I'd like to report a theft. What was stolen? My lunch. Was it during company hours on company property? Yes and yes. Unfortunately, we cannot compensate your loss. I don't want compensation, Kale. An employee's lunch is their personal property. Yes, but isn't it worrying to have a theft happen on company grounds? We have cases like this very often. The company is not responsible for them. Really for no other reason than we just don't want to deal with it. We don't give a single flying fuck about you employees. If anything, we thrive off of your suffering. Yeah, I know that, but if you have anything else to report, please send an email. My lunch break is starting. Kale hangs up before I can say any more. Oh, fuck you, Kale! Does it happen often? Then do something about it. Nobody likes Kale. Fucking Kale. With nothing else to do, I begrudgingly pour myself a lukewarm cup of coffee and return to work. The next day, despite yesterday's incident, I still brought my lunch. I'm not gonna let yesterday's little mishap bring me down. I can't falter in the face of despair. After all, I made mapo tofu. How did I make it again? Well, I'll tell you with a very detailed and lengthy explanation. Oh, I get to choose. How did I make it? I either made it with wax, rat poison, or Szechuan peppercorns. Well, wax is gonna be flavorless. Sichuan peppercorns, I don't know what those are, but those sound spicy. And look at me. Look how fucking white I am. I can't handle any level of spice. Rat poison, though, I know what that is. Rat poison probably does taste good, right? It's gotta. Like, think about it. Like, rat's not gonna eat that if it doesn't taste good. You make the rat poison taste good, and then the rat eats it because it tastes good. That makes sense. I made it with rat poison. How could I forget? I was trying to trap a rat. I dig on my bowl and sprinkle a bit of gray powder on the surface. Oh yes, I'm gonna catch the rat bastard who took my lunch. Snapping the lid back on, I tuck my pink bowl in the back of the fridge. Now to sit here and wait. Wait for my master plan to unfold. Someone will die of rat poisoning. And then I will know who took my lunch. Justice will be served. Soon the thieving rat will get its just desserts. I exit the break room with a cold smile. It's all according to plan. Right after I finished my work for the day, a guard apprehended me at my cubicle. There was a hidden security camera. I went to jail. A week has passed since I started my new life in my cell. Because of the damning video evidence of my actions, I was judged with first-degree murder. Sitting on my low-quality spring bread, my face sinks into my palms. It's about to be lunchtime. The guard bangs on the bars and lets me out. I scurry out with my famished stomach, reaching out for my meager serving of dry, hard bread and bland, watery soup. Unfortunately, I'm too late. My cellmate slaps my hand and takes my share from my plate. My lunch has been stolen again. I return to my cell and sit in hunger. This isn't jail! This isn't jail! This is my own personal hell! Inmate, there's some good news. Yes? The victim you poisoned survived. What victim? The food thief? Don't say any more, inmate. You're walking on eggshells. Of course, of course. I hold my head towards the somber moonlight, contemplating a life not behind bars. I've learned my lesson. Don't try to poison your coworker. Okay, so we just learned from that ending that poisoning is not the correct response to when your lunch gets stolen from you. Let's try that again. Let's do something different this time. Employee performance review. Ending number 4, a recipe for disaster. Very bad performance reviewed by Kale! That bitch-ass motherfucker! Alright, take 2. Let's try that again. This time, we're not calling HR. Fuck Kale. You know what? That last ending was pretty soul-crushing. I'm not feeling up to much. I think I'm just gonna give up. I can only give up. Whoever it was, how would I even find them? Filling a paper cup with stale old coffee, I go back to my cubicle in defeat. The next day, my lunch got stolen again. I'm suffering from hunger pangs. But perhaps whoever stole it needed it more than I did. They're probably more happy to eat than I am sad to be hungry. With my sacrifice, the total number of satisfied workers in the company increased. So, let it be. Enlightened, I continued to make decadent meals and leave them out in the open. Every single one of them was eaten, and I went home hungry. Managers rewarded us with coffee filters that week. Maybe I did make a difference at this company. Ending number 1, acceptance. Very bad, fuck you. I did this company a service. Hey, you know what? Fuck this place. People stealing my lunch, fucking Kale giving me shit at every corner. Had enough. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of everything in this damn company. Something snaps inside me. If I run over to the coffee machine, I rip it off the wall and toss it to the ground. The trash can is next. With a firm kick, it flips over and empty coffee cups fly out. Finally, the stupid little jingle bell. I yank it off the door's hinge and aim it squarely at the Employee of the Month frame. I aim it squarely at the Employee of the Month frame on the wall. My breathing is haggard, and my back is covered in sweat. My palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Sedentary office workers can only do so much. I stomp to my cubicle and hastily write up my 2 weeks' notice to Human Resources. Though, who could even say I'll be here tomorrow? Once I'm out the front door, I'm never coming back. Ending number 2, boiling point. Alright, now that we've seen what those 3 options lead to, now let's report to HR again, and then check out the other options that come forth from that. Now, what did I make today's lunch with? I know it wasn't with rat poison. Was it made with wax or Szechuan peppercorns? I think, you know what? Let's give this guy something spicy, so hot his mouth catches fire. And then when I see someone with their mouth literally on fire, I'll know that's the fucker who stole my lunch. It's the perfect plan. Yes, the spice of my life. How could I forget the nose-numbing smell of roasted Szechuan pepper? The thick red oil of bean paste. The firm, bouncy texture of the cubed tofu. With an internal heat so good, it transcends the taste buds. Mapo tofu. Eating plain rice is great, but it can't beat the spicy fragrance of chili oil and peppercorns. But this one is different. I've spiked up the heat, adding twice the amount of ground peppercorn and chili. A spice too powerful for the mortal tongue. Right before I kiss my baby goodbye, I sprinkle on some more pepper. If anyone dares open my bowl, a red, powdery explosion awaits them. 5 hours later, lunchtime arrives and I rush to the break room. Perhaps today will be different. Take out my bowl. The lightness of the silicone bowl is foreboding. It's empty. But how? Why? Who is this food-crazed glutton? Wait. If someone ate my super spicy Szechuan Mapo tofu, then their lips should be bright red right now. With the remaining minutes of my break, I look far and wide for the mysterious red-lipped caper. But to no avail! My pepper-kissed burglar was nowhere to be found. There were too many employees in this company, wearing lipstick. I gave up on finding those hot lips and went home. Luckily, the stench of peppers clung to my suit and people avoided me on the subway during rush hour. Oh. Silver lining. The next day. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. On my way home, I caught a supermarket sale. That's why I was compelled to make fish head curry for lunch. A big steamed fish head, simmered in a thick milky curry sauce, sliced tomatoes, okra, and eggplants float around. A lot of this stuff, I really have no idea if I'm pronouncing right at all. I'm probably not, because I'm stupid. Succulent, bouncy fish cheek and a big, sticky eye, drenched in tangy curry sauce. A vibrant, comfy dish to ease the stress of this weary week. But will it survive until my break? That thief is still out there on the loose, ready to pounce. I need to protect my meal. This is my last stand, my last course of action. What should I do? Mass email, have lunch at the cubicle, or leave a fridge note. I'm going to save so I can return to this part easier later. Mass email, well, let's be real, that will just end up in people's spam folders, or they just won't read it at all. Lunch at the cubicle, that feels like that makes the most sense, but knowing the management, knowing Kale, they'd probably have a problem with me eating my lunch at my desk. I could leave a note, but again, there's the problem of people just not reading things. You know what? Fuck Kale. Fuck what the management wants me to do or doesn't want me to do. I'm having lunch in my cubicle. I should keep my lunch with me. The closer, the better. Sitting comfortably in my swivel chair, I type away in my Excel sheets. My pink bowl keeps me company, so my nerves are relaxed. Nearby, some workers are gabbing away. So, how's your end-term report coming along? Never mind that. Did you see who's Employee of the Month again? Oh. The new hire, that French dude. French? From abroad? Who knows, but he's been snagging Employee of the Month ever since he started last year. I've been trying for this month, but I lost. Man, give up. You can't beat him. You went on vacation paid to play. You went on vacation to play the new Elf Ring last week, remember? Oh, you're right. They finally finish talking and leave the area. I can finally eat in peace. Shifting my keyboard away and replacing it with my bowl, I flip open the lid. An explosion of spice enters my nostrils. Oh, that's good spice. What's that smell? Someone's eating in the cubbies again. It'll be like that sometimes. We sympathize with each other silently. It's the first time I've been able to eat a meal during lunch. The tangy aroma wakes me up and stirs my stomach. Oh. I take out my spoon and dig in. Oh. I dig in. It's not my stomach growling anymore. I turn my head and spot an unfamiliar figure passing by. He's a ruggedly handsome man. He looks down at my bowl, grimacing. You stink. I take that back. He's insufferable. Wait, it doesn't smell too bad, but it's distracting everyone else. Why didn't you put it in the fridge? Before I can even swear back, he walks away. Stinky. Rather than my curry, it smelled like he hadn't left the company in a week. My nose scrunches up, remembering his sour stench. The smell left such an impression that I couldn't even enjoy my long-awaited meal peacefully. That man, that menace, it seems familiar. Can't put my finger on who he reminds me of. Speaking of which, I should spray some air freshener later. Ending number 6, Stinky. No! I'm not Stinky! Fair. Alright, fair. I got a fair ending. I got to eat my lunch. That's a victory. That's a victory. I want to see all of the endings. We're going to see every single ending this game has to offer. Now let's find out, what if we made our dish with wax? With the help of many YouTube videos, I make a wax replica of Mapo Tofu. The white tofu cubes are made from wet styrofoam. The red sauce is acrylic and watercolor. I mix roasted ground peppercorns into the translucent red wax and poured it into my bowl. It helps hide the smell. Big brain moment. With a glaze of resin and some patience, the fake wax Mapo Tofu was completed. I snicker, imagining the perpetrator attempting to scoop into the mold, only for their plastic spoon to rebound back into their face, stabbing themselves in the eye. They will then be partially blind. Now, depending on their next course of action, they may be permanently blinded if they attempt to spoon the meal again and scoop out their other eye. They will then be blinded and therefore not be able to find my lunch. It is the perfect plan. In exchange, I will starve. I will still waiting for my model to dry this morning, so I had no time to make myself something to eat. You know, this guy always seems to skip breakfast. I always skip breakfast because I don't wake up until 10. At that point, I might as well move on ahead to lunch. But, like, does this dude also not eat dinner? Does he also not eat when he gets home? Is really the only time he ever eats is at work? I don't know, I guess he has a long-ass day of work, and by the time he gets home, he just goes to sleep and then wakes up and he's back at work, and a never-ending cycle of capitalism. Society. Lunch quickly arrives, and I return to retrieve my bowl from the fridge. I couldn't keep my excitement down, despite knowing that it's fake food. Seeing an untouched dish satisfies me. I flick open the lid and... scoop. No. 2 scoops. Were gone from the bowl. Like sliced jelly. This thief is beyond my comprehension. But something sparks inside of me. I return to my desk to write my resignation letter. Afterwards, I run to the nearest tech store and purchase some necessities. A month passes. Wax food! You wouldn't believe it! Oh god, this fucking ukulele music. Now seems like a good a time as any to remind you that, hey, if you are enjoying the video, if you're enjoying my unique brand of tomfuckery, please consider hitting that subscribe button, like the video, hit that bell icon to stay notified. My allergies are acting up. Consider donating money to my Ko-fi. Follow me on TikTok and on Twitter. Alright, back to the video. Well, this is actually like a scrolling page. Oh my god, these views though. That's a lot of views. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, it's believable. Yep, that's me. I became a wax food artist YouTuber. What can I say? After witnessing that travesty, I knew I had talent in the wax arts. If someone can mistake my creation for real food, then why live a corpo life? This is truly the best ending. Very bad. Fuck you, Kale. I'm out here. I'm living my best life. I'm living my dream. Don't shit on my dreams, Kale. Alright, now we're back here. Okay? We tried lunch at the cubicle. That did not work. Perhaps we should try something more direct. We should try leaving a little note on the fridge. I shouldn't blow this out of proportion. I'm a working adult after all. From my pocket, I take out the expensive fountain pen that I splurged my bonus on. By happenstance, the company likes to supply us with copy paper in the break room. They think that if we see it, we'll be compelled to continue working during our break. None of my coworkers are that gullible, but the amount of paper does decrease throughout the week. I take advantage of the company's quirks and take a clean paper from the file. Let's leave a note. To my dear thief of mine, you bitch-ass motherfucker. Oh, I have to write it out. You do... Okay. Let's make another save point here for writing out this note. How do we address this? I don't know. I don't have the proper social skills to understand how I should write this letter. To... Oh, I have to drag these, not just click on them. Okay, to... Please. I will. To the person who keeps stealing my lunch, please have mercy on me. I will starve. After the note is done, I secure it with magnets. And now we wait. Hope my lunch doesn't get stolen. It was tasty! You motherfucker! I take the paper and tear it to shreds with my teeth. My saliva wets the dry paper as it grazes my tongue. Wow. Tasty. The next day. It's been 4 days. I'm in the break room, holding today's lunch. This time, it'll be different. I will succeed. The thefts will stop. You will survive my lunch. You will be in my stomach today. I swear it on my health insurance. I kiss it a temporary farewell as I walk out of the room. A lone figure walks into the break room. It's a handsome, smelly man. Instead of grabbing coffee, he reaches out towards the fridge. It's an unusual time to have lunch, as many employees are currently preoccupied. He reaches past the stacks of Tupperware, singling out a single bowl. A pink silicone bowl. He stands by the counter, obscuring his action with his back. The bowl lid comes off with a click. This is new? What's new? The figure's shoulders jolt up, but then relaxes as he turns around. Nothing. Saw there was new coffee filters that management repurposed to copy paper. Right. Who are you? Me? I'm really not that important. Rather, why don't we start with you, buddy? Oh. I smile at him as he turns away, ignoring me. We just stand there for a few minutes. Don't you have work? How's that coffee? Why would I drink this place's coffee? Don't tell me you drink it, that slimy brown water. It's not that bad. It sucks. You sound like you hate yourself. 3 days I've starved because of you. 3 days! Actually, what did you do these past few days? What else would I be doing? It's a work week. You come to the break room often? At this exact time every day? Of course. I have to eat. Eat? Well, yeah. Don't you? Yes. I would if I could. Speaking of which, I'm gonna eat. Mind leaving? Wow, me too! I'm skipping precious work time to have my lunch early. Why don't we eat together? That's an awful idea. That hurts. We're all co-workers, aren't we? I like being alone. Sales provide me with enough problems. Well, I'm hungry. You'll just have to suffer. Wait outside, I'll be done quick. Is this your private bathroom? Certainly would be nice. Are you hiding something? Selling trade secrets to our rival company? I wish. Doing something illegal? You could ask the company that. They've broken several labor laws already. Maybe. In the frisky time. I point behind him. Stealing, perhaps? I made my move. With a sidestep, I try to maneuver around the man. But he swiftly blocks my view left and right. Why are you stopping me? Feeling guilty? Guilt for what? My right to a meal? His stature and speed outmatches me. I couldn't keep up. My poor office worker's heart can only pump so much oxygen. Must be nice being tall. Must be eating good. Real good. Of course, I only dine on the finest. Bets up, you thieving rat. Me? A rat? You stole my lunch. I just met you. Well, I caught you red-handed. Hands up and away from the counter. You're talking out of your ass. No, I believe I'm talking out of my mouth. Thank you very much. You don't have proof it's me. Several thousands of employees come by here every day. This company doesn't care about you or me. Leave. Beep. Well, well, Mr. Employee of the Month, do you think our conversation wasn't recorded? What? Well, I wonder what terrors I can unleash with these sound bites. How did you know? You take me for a fool? The company plasters your face all over the walls. It's literally right over there. How can anyone miss that? All you did was tie up your hair. Did you make this meal? I did. Why do you keep stealing my lunch? Why? Your food was the best out of everyone else's I stole. And so I invited Mr. Employee of the Month to dinner. On that day, I offered him half of my katsu sandwich for a price. Don't touch my food. Why should I listen? I'll cook for you. Okay, I'm listening. But you'll need to pay for my groceries. Fine. We will continue discussing our contract over dinner. His treat. He chose a fancy French bistro nearby. I chose the time, 5 p.m. tomorrow night. Was this a date? No. It was a lifetime contract. Date night. I didn't think this would become a dating sim, but I'm glad it did. I was hoping it would go in this direction once I saw this guy. Under a warm candlelight, Beau sits across from me. His long, silky hair let loose. An open French window frames his figure like a painting. If only he would shut up. Kale is a dick. Glad we agree. Yeah, fucking Kale. He wouldn't free up my schedule, so I had to scavenge for food during my 8-minute breaks. Past hour, I've been listening to him vent about management. His voice is husky. Hints of a deep, big city tone mixed in with some of that wilderness vibrato. I could listen to him speak all night, but the waiter is waiting. So, you ordering soon? Right, food. What do you recommend, Beau? Anything that tastes good. Like meat. Do you eat vegetables? If it tastes good. Okay, steak for the meathead. I'll get the ratatouille. But that's all vegetables. Shut up, meathead. An order of red wine with that too. At least you know how to pair wine with steak. How cooked would you like your steak, sir? Well done. Make it medium rare. Okay, chef. Waiter quickly bolts away. It's just me and him now. So how long have you been stealing? A couple of times. It's only food. Stealing. Yeah, it was me stealing food from the fridge. Do you need help? Should we split tonight's bill? No, I have enough money, just no work-life balance. So it's all work, no life. I did have a life until I got hired by this company. Wasn't like this in my other job. Used to work at an eatery. Always ate fresh. Why did you stay with us? You seem capable, going by your Employee of the Month record. Was that my limit, to be frank with you? But one day, I met you. Me? Your lunch. Fudge. I've never felt such a warmth from a lunchbox before, even though it was straight from the fridge. All I ate were ham cheese sandwiches and cream cheese bagels. Depressing, I know. Ham and cheese and cream cheese bagels are good. Why didn't you order your own? Stop being a leech. Well, you told me I could leech off you now. For a price. My wallet is your wallet. He says it so casually. Next thing I know, he leans over to my side of the table. By the way, you're really good with your hands. What? Looks like he's about to grab my hand, but he avoids me. He picks up a napkin holder from my side and brings it back with him. How often do you pound meat? Huh? Is there more of those peppercorn things in here? Cause it's feel like it's getting a little spicy in here. The fried pork sandwich from yesterday was delectable. Are you messing with me? No, I'm serious. Can I go by your place after this? For what reason? To inspect your goods. Aren't you going too fast? I want to see what's in your fridge. My fridge? Aren't I paying for your groceries? Right! Of course! I take my phone to distract myself from the shade. Scrolling through my chat apps, I realized something crucial. I forgot, Beau, what's your contact info? Oh, I also haven't gotten your full name. What's Bo short for? My full name? He hesitates, dragging on the silence. I gaze back with big watery eyes, a skill that I learned from dealing with higher-ups. He finally gives in and sighs. Don't laugh, okay? My parents had a French phase. I'm not actually European. I won't laugh. I'll need it if we're going to work together from now on. There's a knock on our door. The waiter rolls in a trolley, holding our meals. As the waiter sits down the meal, Bo finally speaks. Well, it's bon appetit. Bon appetit. Bon appetit. Ah, yes. Imagine seductively whispering that name. Imagine you get with this guy during the heat of passion, you're leading close. Like, yes, say my name. Bon appetit. Oh no, ending number 7. The end. Performance review. Excellent! We got the best ending. I want to check out all the endings, but I don't have time. This game was fun. If you want to check it out for yourself, check out the other endings that I didn't touch upon. Get this game for yourself. Link will be down in the description. As always, thank you all so much for watching. It's been a very long time since I've recorded a Let's Play, but wow, I have missed it. This feels good. This feels right. My natural habitat. Me in my room, sitting on my ass, laptop in front of me, got my phone as my webcam. This feels good. Now's the part where the music starts up. Give it a couple seconds and roll outro!